Stand by for Lovington Wildcat football on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
You go, no go for launch. Booster.
Go.
Retro.
Go.
Vital.
Go fly.
Guidance.
Guidance go.
Inco.
Go.
Network.
Go.
Capcom.
We're go fly.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
It's time for Lovington Wildcat football. Lovington Wildcat football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Wildcat football is brought to you by Stone Oilfield Service, Bob's Thriftway, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, and Lovington Schools. Lovington football is also presented by Man Welding, VNB Rentals and Services, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, and Aftermath Hot Oil Services. Let's head to the stadium for the Stone Oilfield pregame show with Don Morgan and the voice of the Cats, TJ Miracle. Lovington Wildcat football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
And welcome to Memorial Stadium in Deming, New Mexico, as we get ready for the next to last game of the 2025 regular season. It's a battle of Wildcats tonight. And a pretty good haul for the Cats wearing the royal blue and white. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan not able to join us tonight on assignment, we shall say. As we come into this one, the Wildcats looking to keep the winning streak going and looking to get one game closer to a home game in the playoffs. The Cats will come in at 500 on the season, 4-4, but more importantly, 3-2 in district, and right now they are number 3 in Class 4A. On the other side of the field, another team of Wildcats, the Deming Wildcats. They've had kind of a rough season this year, 1-7. That one coming last week against Santa Teresa, but they are still in the Max Preps rankings, number 8 in the state. So looking forward to this one. And last year, of course, at our place, didn't go quite the way the Wildcats, the Lovington Wildcats, wanted it to go, as Deming came in and just kind of wore them down at the end. Lovington looking for a much different outcome this year. They are a little bit deeper, we shall say, this season. If you are just joining us, I've got the camera turned away because, yeah, we are on the west-facing press box, and it's a little bit bright. And so, yeah, the camera, until the sun gets a little bit lower in the horizon, when we're in the middle of the field, things probably not going to be just, we're going to be a little glary and a little sunny. But we'll get through it together, and we will do the absolute best we can. Of course, a big win last week for the Wildcats as they just absolutely put it to the Gadsden Panthers. And a fantastic game for Lovington, a game that saw Elijah Rivero become the leader in every statistical receiving category that you could have. He had 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards receiving last week. Lovington last week running for 303 yards. Yeah, you heard me right, running for 303 yards on the ground. Through the air, A very workmanlike night for Jaden Gutierrez, a very efficient night as he winds up going 8 of 10 for 235 yards, 4 touchdowns. As we mentioned, 3 of those to Elijah Rivero, the other to Jude Madrid, which really kick-started things off for the Wildcats last Friday night. But you got to look past what you did last week and get ready for this week. Of course, this is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services. When you need anything out in the patch, WH and the entire Stone family, they are the folks to call and the folks to know. So senior night here at Memorial Stadium in Deming, and was a little bit surprised when I got here. The stadium still has natural turf. You don't see that very often, and I'm trying to think this year, this will probably be the first time and maybe the only time we see a natural grass surface this season. So it plays a little bit different than the other turf that we are used to. So going to be important for Lovington to adjust to that quickly. We'll go ahead and take a quick time out, come back and continue. This is the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show right here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oilfield community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go. And welcome back to your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show, of course, from Stone Oilfield Services, WH and the whole family. Proud to support the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats from far south, almost southwestern New Mexico. You know, one of these years the NMAA's got to get a map, or we've got to redo some classifications or something. But it's not as bad as Silver. But nice drive, nice folks here at Deming, and we would like to, of course, extend our appreciation and our thanks to the athletic staff and the stadium staff for making us feel welcome. So, again, as I mentioned earlier, yes, that is natural grass you're looking at out there. So, yeah, a little bit something a little bit different. I'm trying to remember the last time the Wildcats played on a natural surface. It may have been when we were over this direction playing Silver City in the playoffs, 3-4 years ago. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Of course, pretty good crowd already on hand making the trip from Lee County. But if you couldn't make it, we appreciate you watching. HobbsAmerica.com, Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and also the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. A quad tonight, 4 games, Lee County teams involved. Of course, you got Tatum up in Melrose tonight at 7 o'clock. Tatum Sports YouTube. Eunice, they're kind of over this way, too. They're over in Otero County taking on Tularosa at 7 o'clock tonight. And last but not least, Jowl. They got the home game. They're taking on Loving back home. Of course, the Hobbs Eagles playing last night. They were down in Las Cruces, so just down the road from us here, about an hour down the road. And they were taking on Oregon Mountain, of course, getting a big win in that one. Now, the Big Blue Band, we would be remiss if we did not mention that they did not make the trip here to Deming tonight because, well, they took their own trip. They are up in Albuquerque for the state band competition, which will happen tomorrow. Of course, best of luck to the Big Blue Band at state up in Albuquerque tomorrow. Of course, miss having them here. Like we like to say, they win every single halftime. So the team's getting ready for the coin toss. We may be a little bit delayed because of the senior night festivities that they had here in Deming. Of course, Memorial Stadium. It is on the campus of just north of the campus. Campus right across. You might be able to see it partially through the camera. They are in the back of the south end zone. Not a lot of parking around here. Matter of fact, there is not a formal parking lot for this stadium. So, things get a little bit crowded out in the parking lot. Not that I've really got to worry about it, but just continuing to set the scene. So the captain's getting ready to go out for the coin toss. Looks like we've got Jaden Gutierrez, Elijah Rivero, and Chase Terrell all out to do the coin toss for the Wildcats. As we get ready to kick this one off tonight, going to be looking at 72 degrees and mostly sunny skies. After the sun goes down, though, temperatures are going to drop pretty rapidly. Probably going to be down around 60 by the time this one is done. So we're going to see pretty good temperature variation this evening from here in Deming. But a nice setting, nice stadium, an older style stadium. The home stands, if you will, on the other side. Yeah, actually, I believe built during the WPA back in the 1930s. There was a dedication plaque, and I forgot to look at it a little closer as I came in. Of course, a lot of those stadiums and things around, especially here in the land of enchantment. Of course, Deming, down here in far southwestern New Mexico, the county seat of Luna County, and is part of the Basin and Range province of North America. Yeah, mountains surrounding us. Mexico, only about 10 miles to the south. Yeah, the Mimbres River also right here in the area. Of course, the Cook's Range and the Black Range, both mountains right here around Deming. So the captains are out for the coin toss. We get ready for the start of this one. Of course, we'll talk to Coach Bailey. Saw him before the game started, and he said, hey, this is a business trip. That's what we've been preaching to these young men all week is it's a business trip. We are here to work. Thought that the trip up today went, right, I should say the trip down went pretty well, so we'll see how focused they are. They took a pretty long warm-up period out there. That way they could kind of get the feel for the natural turf. Again, that'll be a little bit different for the Wildcats see if we can see what we can see out there. Probably not much with the glare. The coin toss getting ready to happen as now the Wildcats are out on the field. They are wearing the road white unis, blue pants tonight, blue letters and numbers, and of course the white helmets with cats in script. The other team of Wildcats, they are wearing navy blue jerseys with white letters and numbers, maroon pants, and they are wearing, I believe that is navy blue helmets, if I can see them through the haze here. I believe they have a paw print on the side. They've got another various Wildcat on there, and it looks like that Deming won the toss and they deferred, so it will be Lovington football as we get ready to start this ball game. So we'll take a quick timeout, come back with the kickoff of this one. Thanks for listening to the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Wildcat football is coming up next right here, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services,
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. Welcome to Lovington Wildcat football here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. 2 games remain in this 2025 regular season. It is a must-win game, but for much different reasons for these 2 teams of Wildcats who battle tonight. For the visiting Lovington Wildcats, a win means they keep their hopes for a first-round bye and a top 4 seed alive. For the Deming Wildcats, a win here tonight goes a long way towards maybe sneaking them in to the playoffs. I'm TJ Miracle, Evie Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Don Morgan on assignment tonight. Thanks for being with us in far southern New Mexico as we get ready to begin this ball game. The Lovington version of the Wildcats can be extremely explosive. They've got to work a little bit still on defense and special teams. They give up too many big plays, and you don't want to wind up giving up points that way. They've been much improved on defense this season, so we will see what happens as we start this one out. For the Deming squad, they've had a little trouble scoring points, and they've given up an awful lot of points this year, so we'll have to see how it all goes. And again, I apologize because of our positioning here. That's just, we're going to be dealing with the sun tonight. Max Allison will tee it up at the 40. The Cats will be moving from the left to the right. That is the north to the south. And the Deming team starts out with a onside kick attempt, but I think they outran the ball and touched it before it went 10 yards, and they might have actually been offsides. Of course, they signal the other press box, so have to see for sure what the call is. Because of the glare, I can't even see the white cap. It's on Deming. The question is exactly what is the call going to be? I think it's probably going to be false start on Deming. Could Lovington elect to take the result of the play? If they do, they'll have... No, it will be offsides against Deming, so that's a pre-snap foul. So, yep, there's an early 5-yard penalty, so that'll move them back 5 yards. And so now they'll put Max Allison back 5 yards further. Again, I apologize about the glare. Nothing I can do about it. Kind of like being in Hobbs that way. The sun right in our face till it goes down. So teed up at the 35-yard line. Look for the onside kick potentially here again. Allison up on it, and he'll just kind of pooch that one to the near side. If I'm Lovington, well, they're going to pick that one up. That'll be Rivero. He comes across the 40 out to the 45-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10. Wasn't sure if he was going to let that one die and see if it rolled, but with the guys coming out, probably the right move there. So the Cats will start out good field position from the 40. We'll see for sure where they put it. And, yep, should be right at the 45. And it will be first and 10 from the 45-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will have the ball to start this ball game. The Cats at 500 on the season and looking to go a game over. Lovington will come out in a 4-receiver set, twins to the left, twins to the right. Jaden Gutierrez gets the start at quarterback. Zach Diaz, actually that's Mendeville on the shoulder, and they'll sweep Mendeville out wide to the left. Looks for some room, stiff arms a man. He crosses the 50, still on his feet, and is going to be run out of bounds on the far side by Hiram Nieto. He's going to be close to the first down. It'll depend on where they say he stepped out, and it looks like they're going to give him 8 on the play. So from the 48-yard line, so 8 yards for Mendeville, and it'll be second down and 2. Good sweep play over to the left. If I can get the score bug to cooperate with me, there we go. It doesn't like the sun any better than I do. They'll move Mendeville over to the left shoulder, 4-receiver set. Twins left, twins to the right. Good snap. Jaden looks to pass. Back, looks left, throws left, and in and out of the hands of Vasquez. Threw it a little bit behind him, and nothing that Javier could do about that one. It'll be incomplete, and so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 for Lovington. You don't want to stall out on your opening drive of the ball game. Again, I realize when we are straight on middle of the field, it is going to be pretty much impossible to see what's going on the video. So 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats on their opening possession of the ball game. Just underway. 15 seconds have elapsed. Empty set this time. Put trips to the right side. Gutierrez back in the shotgun, calls it out. Blitz look comes, throws it near side, complete to Madrid. A little shake and bake, comes to the near side, and he is tackled, but not before he gets the 1st down. Needed 3, gets 4, and it'll be a completion and move the chains. 1st down Wildcats. That was Vicente Chacon who brought down Jude, but Jude gets 4. He gets away from Chacon. That kid's got some jets. He would probably have been gone, but Chacon didn't let him. So from the 43, make that the 44-yard line inside of Deming territory. Wildcat football, empty set once again. Twins to the left, trips to the right from the near hash mark. Gutierrez, he's just going to keep it himself. Comes to the near side, gets around the corner, gets a block. He's towing down the sideline and is going to be pushed out by Chacon, but not before he gets, let's see where they put him for sure. They're going to mark him all the way up at the, they're going to say he stepped out where? Going to say at the 30-yard line. So 14 yards on the quarterback end around for Gutierrez and move the chains. 1st down Wildcats. Again, I apologize about the score bug. I am flying solo tonight. So any score bug and camera oopsies is entirely on me. So they'll put the heavy package in. Tight end on the left side, hand it out. Mendeville hit in the backfield and dropped. They had that one snuck out. He's going to lose a couple of yards on that one. Is coming through and knocking him down was Isaac Ledesma. So 2-yard loss for Jonathan that time. And it'll be 2nd down and 12 now for Lovington. 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Wildcats on their opening possession of the ball game. So they put that one at the 24-yard line. 1st down and 10. Lovington football. Twins left, twins to the right. Rivero in the slot on the left. Waiting on the snap. Good snap. Jaden with it. He'll keep it himself. Goes left side this time. Gets a block. Cuts it back across the middle. He is across the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 on the keeper for Jaden, but with the loss a moment ago, it'll be 3rd down and 2 for Lovington. So 3rd down and 2. The Wildcats facing their 2nd 3rd and 2 on this opening drive. They are inside the Deming blue zone, red zone. So twins left, twins to the right once again. And they'll have Rivero in the slot left side. Waiting on it on 3rd down and 2. Gutierrez looks to pass. Fires, goes towards the end zone and stretching out, getting it, put 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Guess who? Elijah Rivero from 14 yards out, and the Cats strike first. Ran the little inside route and took it to the house, and Lovington takes the early 6-0 lead with the point after to come from Aranda. And they're going to run a trick play, and that'll be to Vasquez for 2 and put it in the end zone. 2 more on the board. 2-point conversion for your Lovington Wildcats. And so with 9:42 remaining in the first, Lovington leads this one by a score of 8-0. First possession for Deming on the way. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
A 55-yard drive culminates in Gutierrez to Rivero for the touchdown. The two-point conversion run in by Vasquez on a little trick play, and Lovington takes the early 8-0 lead as Aranda will tee it up at the South 40. He'll be kicking it to the north end zone. That is left to right if you're listening, because it's almost impossible to watch with that glare. As Aranda comes up to it, he kicks a screwball out. It'll be fielded back at the 2-yard line, bringing it across to the 15, out to the 20-yard line, make it to the 25, and that is where the Deming Wildcats will take over. Not sure who their quarterback for sure is going to be. I think it may be Ricky Olguin, but we will have to wait and see for sure. Or it could very well be Max Allison. So it'll be 1st and 10 as they'll put Deming at the 25-yard line. Lovington leading this one 8-0. So now they will spread them out, and that will be Allison. So Max Allison, the quarterback for the Deming version of the Wildcats. Single back in the backfield with him. High snap, handles it. Pump fake, gets flushed. Steps up in the pocket, comes near side. He's across the 30 and then slides down shy of the first down, but he saw a hole and he took it. And so Allison will scramble for 8 yards, and that'll bring up a pretty manageable 2nd down and 2. Well, that seems to be a popular amount of gain today. Come on. Again, the score bug does not like me tonight for some reason. But we're getting it. 8-0. We got the score right. I think we got the down and distance right. So on a 2nd down and 2, Allison, the quarterback, bad snap, flips it over to the left side. That one will be complete on the far sideline to Yohan Ramirez, and he'll take it out to the 40-yard line. And they're going to say he stepped out at the 36-yard line, so it'll be a pickup of 7 on the pitch and catch and a new set of downs for Deming. So now from the 36-yard line, Deming still in their own territory, 8:50 to go here in the first quarter. Allison from the shotgun, 2 receiver set. Hands it off, coming to the near side, looking for some room to run, and getting about 5 yards before Vasquez knifes down Ricky Olguin. So a 5-yard gain for Olguin coming to the near side. Vasquez on the tackle, 2nd down and 5. So 2nd and 5 now for the Deming version of the Wildcats. Clock continues to move with 8:27. Light breeze out of the north, shifting around about 5-10 miles an hour. Olguin is the single back to passes. Allison throws it, has a soft man underneath. That'll be complete, and it'll be enough for the first down, 5, 6, 7 yards, just shy of midfield. It'll be 9 yards to Munoz. So another first down for Deming. Let me see if I can catch number. I'm pretty sure he said Munoz. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Anthony Munoz, number 7. So from just shy of midfield, Deming on the march here in the first quarter. Lovington leading this one 8-0. So far, Deming has not had any trouble really moving the football. Deep back is Olguin with Allison from the pistol. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Pump fake, wants it all, goes down the seam, has a man in stride, and that one will be 51 yards to Yohan Ramirez. And the Wildcats of Deming have answered as he got behind the Lovington defense and takes it to the house. That's been a bit of a concern for Lovington. They've let too many receivers the last couple of weeks get open. Allison on the opening drive is a perfect 3 of 3 for 67 yards. And so now the question will be, is Coach Perales going to decide to kick the extra point, or is he going to go for two to try to tie this one up with 7.5 to go here in the first quarter? Already some fireworks. Took it all on the fly route right up the seam. They will go for two. Allison rolls right, throws right, and that one will be batted away. Good job on the defense on the far side. That was Vasquez over there, knocks it away. And so with 7:35 to go in the first quarter, Lovington 8, Deming 6. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
For the Deming Wildcats, they drive it down the field, a 75-yard drive that culminates in a 51-yard touchdown strike from Allison to Ramirez. The 2-point conversion fails, and so Lovington in the lead, and it's another onside attempt, and that one bounces, and Deming's going to get throw back. Lovington did not have the hands team out. We're not ready for it. Vasquez, it kind of took a funny bounce and hits him in the helmet, and they're going to say Deming football. They did it to him on the opening kickoff. Lovington wasn't ready for it, didn't look ready for it that time either, and so that will go in the books as a turnover for Lovington. They've done it. You've got to be aware of it, and so you give Deming the football back, and they are going to have momentum. They've got it on the Lovington side of the 50, call it the 48-yard line. And so the second attempted onside kick works that time as it took a funny bounce right off the helmet of Vasquez. He fought to try and get it back, but the Lovington defense will be out on the field. Twins left, twins to the right. Olguin is the deep back with Allison. High snap, he handles it, looks to the right, throws to the right, and throws it to nobody. I think a little miscommunication as to what was supposed to be run as Ramirez comes back and points at the chest and says, should have been mine, but yeah, you were running an inside curl, and he threw a seam route. So incomplete, and that'll be 2nd down and 10. Now Deming deciding they want to try and put a dagger in this one early and flip the momentum. Of course, still a long way to go. Lovington leading 8-6, but the onside kick, Deming gets it back. So now on a 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Twins left, twins to the right. Allison, high snap, handles it, hands it off, nothing doing as guess who? Vasquez. He's been all over the place tonight as he will grab Olguin and sling him down in the backfield. That'll be they're going to give it a 2-yard loss on the play as I, of course, now have my stat sheets blowing all over the place. So it'll be a 2-yard loss as I try and get everything back where it's supposed to be. So now it'll be 3rd down and 12. Gut check time. Ouch. As I step on my cabling here. Sorry about that. A little behind the scenes you didn't really want or need. Lovington brings an extra man up. High snap on 3rd down and 12. Allison looks to pass. Going to be flush. Comes near side. Being chased. Is going to turn it up, and he'll have just a step out. Good pressure coming for the Wildcats, being led by Giovanni Contreras, who cuts him off after a 5-yard keeper. But it'll bring up a 4th down and about 7 or 8 to go. See where they mark it. Well, they say he stepped out shy of the 45, so make it 4th down and 9. So 4th down and 9. Yep, Deming, you got to think, is going to go for it. Lovington will put a couple of men back deep. High snap. Allison to it, and he'll boot a wobbler up. That one going to bounce and then go sideways, take a Deming bounce. Continues to take a Deming roll, and then inside the 10-yard line, that's where the Lovington Wildcats will take over. So the onside kick comes to naught, but now they've got Lovington pinned very deep in their own end. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. See for sure where they're going to set them. They'll put it on the 5-yard line, so Lovington with a 95-yard field to work with. Again, a long distance as Gutierrez trots in from the near sideline, and finally the sun back down behind the trees. So I can get the sunspots out of my eyes. Lovington football. So a little trickeration comes to naught for Deming, but Lovington now with their pin very deep in their own end. Gutierrez from the shotgun, empty set in the backfield, keeps it himself, goes to the right side, has some room. He's across the 10 to the 15 to the 20, gets away from a man, across the 30 and then slung down. That could be a horse collar, but he's across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. So that'll be 25, 27 yards for Jaden Gutierrez and move the chains. First down, Lovington. Gutierrez 3 carries for 51 yards and gets the Wildcats out of the shadow of their own end zone. And pop that in just a little bit. Well, they'll mark it officially at the 32-yard line. Good gain for Gutierrez of 27. Deep back is Mendeville with Gutierrez. Hand it off, Jonathan. Little stutter step comes in. Then he gets horse-collared, grabbed around the neck, and brought down after a pickup of about 2. I don't see any laundry on the field. Are they going to give him anything at all? It'll be second down, and, yep, they're going to give him a yard. So 1 yard for Jonathan. 3 carries, 5 yards for Mendeville, and it'll be second down and 9. 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Lovington leading 8-6. A battle of Wildcats. Must win for different reasons. Madrid will split out wide to the right side. He is the single receiver wide right. That's near side. Now Lovington going to shift in a power look. Everybody comes to the right side. Waiting on it. They'll pitch it. Coming around. Near side, that's Ortiz. Gets a couple of good blocks. He's across the 40, 45 to the 50. He's on the move. He's to the 45, the 40, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. 67 yards. Aiden Ortiz on the end-around pitch. And Lovington goes up by a score of 14-6. Well-designed play and a big run for Aiden Ortiz. Ortiz, the freshman running back. Once he got into space, he took off. Now on for the point after, Caleb Aranda. Aranda waits on the kick. Hard count there from Elijah. Good snap. It is up and into the evening sky and good. And so Lovington will go up 15-6. With 5 minutes exactly to go in the first. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
A 3-play, 95-yard drive culminates with freshman Aiden Ortiz on the pitch sweep to the right side, taking it 67 yards to the house. The point after by Caleb Aranda is good. And with 5 minutes exactly left in the first, Lovington leading Deming by a score of 15-6. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight. And Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So Caleb will tee it up at the South 40, and we are ready to go. 3 Deming Wildcats back deep to receive. That'll be a flasher, and that one's going to be bobbled at the goal line, picked up at the 1, bringing it out and looking for some room to run, but not a lot of room to go as Lovington going to gang tackle. That is number 7. That's Anthony Munoz back at the 10-yard line. Good special teams coverage down the field, and so now Deming with a long way to go, trailing by 9 points. 15-6 is the score. 4:50 remaining here in the first. So Allison will lead his squad back out onto the field. They will spot that one actually officially at the 11. So they're going to split twins to the left, twins to the right. Olguin in the backfield with Allison. Allison from the pistol throws it underneath. That'll be complete on the little quick hit and out near the 20-yard line. It's going to be a 9-yard completion to Munoz. Both his catches have been for 9 yards. Allison been very efficient. He is 4 for 5 for 76 yards. So on a 2nd down and 1 to go for Deming. Now they're out of the shadow of their own goal post. Might see some offensive fireworks. Not really expecting that too much tonight, but we may very well get it. Lovington puts 3 men across the front. They shift around. Back to pass. Allison throws the underneath pass. Was trying to come near side. Find his slot receiver, Javen Villegas. Villegas just not turning around in time. And so it'll be 3rd down and 1 to go for Deming. So on 3rd down and less than a yard. They're at the 20. They need to get it to the 21. They haven't had a lot of success running the ball tonight, but they also at the same time, except for one time with Olguin, they've gotten positive yardage every time they've done it. Now they're going to go empty set in the backfield. They'll send a man in motion. That's Villegas, and faking it and the handoff. And Lovington, I think, had seen that one before, and nowhere to go for Max Allison as the big boys up front do their job, and the charge led by big 77, Damon Leyva. I don't think he got it. No, he didn't. They're going to actually put him back about a half yard. So it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. And so now it is 4th down and right at a yard to go. Is Deming going to roll the dice and try to get that yard this deep in their own territory? Great job by Leyva to bring him down. Also in there putting on the pressure for the Wildcats was Peyton Atwood. So they'll come out and they will go for it on 4th down and 1 from the 20-yard line deep in their own end. Bad snap, it's handled, and then just going up and through and pulling and sled drill right there. So that'll be Chacon. So Chacon going to just drag a couple of Wildcats forward, and they're going to give him to the 26-yard line. So 6 yards for Chacon, and that'll be a Deming 1st down. So Vicente Chacon, basically, just running a sled drill. So 1st and 10. High snap, and that's over the head of the quarterback. Allison just going to have to go eat that one all the way back at the 10-yard line. So a 16-yard sack officially in the books. And so it'll be 2nd down and 26. Basically, that's 2nd down in Columbus from where we sit. At least that's what the road sign on the way in said, was that Columbus was that way. So we're going to go with that. So 2nd and 26, 2:20 remaining. A bad snap, and nothing Allison can do but just go and eat it. So now they got a long way to go. From the shotgun, twins left, twins to the right. Lovington shows blitz. It's picked up. Allison wants it all. Coming near side, and a push-off that did not get called. Great coverage coming down the field for Lovington and Aiden Nunez. The intended target in that one was Brian Lobato. But it'll be incomplete. Good coverage, and now 3rd and 26 for Deming. So now on the 3rd down and 26. Wildcats trying to keep the other Wildcats from doing anything. Clock stops on the incompletion with 2:04 to go here in the first quarter. Lovington up by 9. He'd love to get one more crack at it here in the quarter. Twins to the left, twins to the right, third and Columbus. From the shotgun, Allison waits on it, has it, play fake, back to pass, pressured, throws up the seam. That one is tipped and almost picked off. Nice job underneath by Chase Terrell to go up the ladder and tip that one away as they went into the middle. The intended target there was Ramirez, so that'll be incomplete, and it should be punt time, I would think, for the Deming Wildcats. Lovington not sending anybody back deep, though. Tells me they are going to come after this one with everything they've got. Punter will probably be back with his, oh, we had a flag on the play. I must have missed the laundry. Are they going to call pass interference? Are you kidding me? Once it's tipped, boys, there's no interference. So a pass interference penalty on Lovington. Wow. All right. And they'll give them an automatic first down for that. So 1st and 10 on the penalty for Deming. So that bails Deming out. Automatic first down. I didn't think it was supposed to be automatic, but okay. Not in the high school ranks. Send a man in motion, no matter how it works. All right, Deming back to where they started this, and that's a backwards pass. Lovington, scoop it, fall on it. It's yours. Wildcat football, the backward pass. No, it's knocked away at the last minute by Lobato, as I thought for sure that Daniel Wood had that one, but he did not. The backwards pass. And so incomplete. Lovington faithful hollering our ball. Instead, it'll be a 5-yard loss on the play. So it goes down as a 5-yard loss on the play. And so 2nd down and 15. Deming getting a gift with the pass interference. Handing it off, looking for room, nothing doing. Great run defense right there as Olguin tries to come inside, and the Wildcats say no. And then we got a fight going on behind the line as Lobato going up. And he popped Vasquez. That ought to be personal foul on Deming. So they're talking about it. Got to calm things down. The result of the play would be a 2-yard loss. Now let's see what they're going to call. The white cap and the back judge talking about things. And they're going to call this on Lovington. The side judge from the Deming side being very emphatic on what they did. And so they're going to call personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct on Lovington. Wow. Coach Bailey not a happy camper, and it will be personal. Wow, and they're going to call they're going to call it on Deming. So Coach Bailey, sigh of relief up here. So replay 2nd down and make it 2nd and 30. So 2nd and back to Columbus, as that'll take them back inside the 10. Back to about they'll put it right at the 10-yard line from the 25 to the 10. And since it happened after, it'll be 3rd down. So after the unsportsmanlike call, 3rd down and 30 for Deming. Bad snap. Atwood gets hit, gets away from one, then gets a block in the back. No call. He's going to be chased, fires, and over the head of his intended target as he was trying to get Munoz flying down the sideline. Great pressure put on the far side by Atwood and Rivera. Incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and a long way to go. What, no flag this time? All right, punt time for Deming. Still 1:06 to go here in the first quarter. After starting the game 4 for 5 with a touchdown, Allison has gone 0 for his last 5. Now Allison, back to punt. Elijah Rivero back deep to receive. Sets up around his own 40. Lovington going to bring everything and the kitchen sink, you've got to think. As a late check-in, And they try to get that one. A good punt by Allison over the head of Rivero. He'll get it on the run. Back at the 50-yard line, looks for room, spins away from one, spins away from two, gets it out across the 45 to the 44-yard line before he's brought down by Israel Castillo. And so Lovington will have it first down and 10. Pretty good field position for Lovington from the Deming 44-yard line. 55 seconds remaining, just the sliver of a moon up in the southwest sky. Beautiful sunset over the mountains here in Deming. So it'll be first and 10 for the Wildcats from the Wildcats 45. See, I can just say Wildcats and not be wrong at all tonight on either count. Our version, the Lovington version, first and 10 from the Deming's version of Wildcats at the 45-yard line. 44-yard line officially. So first down and 10, Lovington football. Already up by 9, looking to add to it. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Gutierrez shifts a man, that's Terrell. And up, somebody jumped on Lovington's side. False start. Third penalty on the Wildcats. The Lovington Cats, second penalty, pardon me, for 20 yards. And so first and 15 after the false start. So that'll move them back. Still in Deming territory from the 49-yard line. Lovington up by 9, but you don't want to have too many oopsies like that. You want to try and get this one put away early if you can. Twins left. Twins to the right this time. Gutierrez with Mendeville in the backfield with him. Tries the hard count. Now he's going to send a man in motion. And a whistle sounds, and I think we're going to have a delay of game. Yep, it'll be delay of game on Lovington. There are no electronic play clocks here. So delay of game on the Wildcats. You got to watch that back judge. He is not very emphatic on his signaling. So now it's first down and 20. 5 more yards, and it'll be first and Cobre. And now Lovington will send Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. That's Madrid on the right side by himself. Waiting on it, good snap, handed off. Mendeville sweeps it out wide to the right. Keeps sweeping and nothing doing as Labato and a whole bunch of other Deming Wildcats slam him to the turf, including Villegas. And did he get back to the original line of scrimmage? Did he gain a yard? Yep, he got a yard out of it. I think if Jonathan just turns that one up and takes off, he's probably got about 10 yards. He had blockers, but he kept stretching it out. So it'll be a pickup of 1, and it'll be second down and 19 for Lovington. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lovington up 15-6, but way too many penalties out there. Well, they'll move Mendeville over to the left shoulder. Gutierrez with it. Back to pass, has all day. Now protection breaks down. Rolls right, throws right, has a man. That'll be complete. We've got a hold in the backfield as Chase Terrell gets it. As across the 30 to the 25, but this one's coming back on a hold. As time expires on the first quarter, and it will be holding on Lovington. So it will wipe that out, and that'll move them all the way back to the 30 as the quarter expires. So we'll work this all out. It's going to be second down and about 30 as we come back. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Football here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle, Evie Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Squares. The Lovington defense does their job once again, but the offense having all kinds of misfires. You had a delay of game, a false start, and then a hold, and yowza, Lovington has fallen all the way back. This drive started at the Deming 44, and it's second down, and Lovington is now back at their own 36. So it's second down and a long way to go. They've got to get it all the way to the Deming 36. And so, yep, Lovington was coming up on the ball, and don't know why the umpire told them to move back. So now they blow the whistle and say, all right, boys, you can play. All right, whatever works. As I've lost my pen, too. That's all right. There's a reason I always keep a spare. So second down and a long way to go. Gutierrez back to pass. He's going to scramble to the right side, looks, tucks it, takes it himself. He's back across the 45, shoulders into a man, and just absolutely blasts through. A big gain for him as he knocked through Jesse Oliveira. So let's see, that's the 36 to the 46. That's 10 yards for Jaden Gutierrez. 61 yards rushing for Jaden. But it is still 3rd and 20 for the Wildcats. I can hit the right darn buttons here. Well, 3rd and 20. Not a lot in the playbook for 3rd and 20, but this I would have bet would be 4-down territory for Lovington. Up by 9, 15-6 is the score. Single receiver to the left side, twins to the right. Mendeville in the backfield with Gutierrez. Jaden rolls near side, looks. Has time, sets, fires, wants it all, goes for Rivero, knocked away and almost picked off. As Rivero almost got turned into a defender right there as Yon Ramirez knocks that one away. And so it'll be incomplete. And so it brings down 4th and a long way for the Wildcats. And they will put it on out there to try and flip the field. Turn it on its head. And so Coach Bailey choosing to punt on the opening drive of the second quarter. Just a minute gone here in the second quarter. Aranda back to punt. Lovington up by 9. Good snap. Plenty of time. Caleb helicopters that one up. It'll take a Lovington bounce. Continues to scoot across the natural grass surface here, and it'll be downed back around the inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line, and that's where I wanted to call him Dexter for a minute. That's where Deming will take over, 1st down and 10. Well, they'll say it's at the 18. 1st and 10 for Deming. Lovington up 15-6, just underway here in the second quarter. Oh, now Deming will be driving to the north. Lovington defending the north end zone. So Allison back out there. Olguin is the back with him. Runs from the pistol most of the time, only about 3-4 yards back. They'll pitch it to Olguin, trying the far side. Gets away from 1. Doesn't get away from 2, 3, and 4, though. Good pursuit there by the Wildcats. Chase Terrell and Vasquez once again. Also Contreras on the stop. And it's actually going to be a loss of 1 on the play. And so it'll be a 2nd down and 11 for Deming. Good pursuit there by the Wildcats. Now on a 2nd down and 1. As the sun now almost completely down. Sunspot's almost completely out of my eyes now. So maybe I can see a little better what's going on. Maybe you can too. So Allison takes the snap, back to pass. Pressure comes, fires across the middle. Picked off. Contreras gets it at the 35. Comes back across. He's to the 20, to the 15, and knocked down by Ramirez at the 15-yard line. The INT. Great job by Giovanni Contreras. He jumped the route and grabbed it and takes it back. And Lovington will be knocking on the door. 1st down and 10 inside the Deming red zone. That's what they needed. They spot him at the 14-yard line, and Looks like we've got a player down on the far side, so we will make sure we turn the camera away. And that will be a Deming player across the way who is down and injured. You certainly hate to see that, but a big play by Giovanni Contreras. As I make notes in the stat sheet, so Contreras with the INT and with the injury timeout. We'll be back. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
From the 12-yard line, first down and 10 for the Wildcats after the INT by Giovanni Contreras. So Contreras with the INT. They're not supposed to be playing the band with the football team right there. I would point that out. Handoff coming to Mendeville. He breaks it to the right side, looking for some room. Not a lot as he will go out of bounds. But he picks up 5 on the play. Good run there for Mendeville. 5 carries, 11 yards. 2nd and 5. Again, the band is not supposed to be playing when the opposing team is right in front of them. That's kosher in college ball. It is not kosher in high school. Coach Bailey could point that out. And they actually give him some more forward progress, so 7 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Wildcats. They go jumbo package, hand it off, and banging it right up the gut is Mendeville. And he's going to have the first down just shy of the goal line. But he picks up another 3, and it will be 1st and goal, Lovington. Let me get that on the right side. There we go. So 1st and goal for the Wildcats. They'll mark them at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 2. Lovington football up by 9, looking to extend it with 8:45 to go here in the first half of play. Lovington puts a single receiver to the left, twins to the right. Under center this time, Gutierrez. Hand it off. Mendeville, hit in the backfield. Did he get through? He squirted through, put it over the right guard and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Jonathan Mendeville puts it home, and Lovington now up by a score of 21-6. I thought they'd gotten him in the backfield with big number 77, Padron. But Mendeville broke through and got through. Now Lovington going to fake it. They're going to go for 2. And on the pass, did they get it? Yes, they did. Put 2 on the board. 2-point conversion as that one goes to number 8, Joaquin Vasquez. And Lovington takes the 23-6 lead. Back in a moment. Wildcat football continues. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply on scholars and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. An INT by Giovanni Contreras gives the Wildcats a short field, and they drive it in 12 yards and cap it off with 2 yards over the right guard. Jonathan Mendeville has the touchdown. Then the 2-point conversion flipped out to Joaquin Vasquez. And the Wildcats up 23-6. Welcome back to Deming. I'm TJ Miracle. 8:29 remaining in the first half of play. And Lovington so far doing what they need to do. As Caleb Aranda will tee it up, he'll kick it away towards the south. Aranda, the little hop, comes up on it, and he will send it away. A line drive kick that'll be fielded at the 2, bringing it out to the 10, to the 15, and nothing else doing there. Great job again by the Wildcats special teams. Videncio Lujan leads the charge that time. Also in on that stop was Peyton Atwood. So they'll put it at the 15-yard line, first down and 10 for Deming. Forget sometimes on the artificial surfaces how bright the lines are. They are not real bright on the grass. Thinking maybe they didn't get repainted today. So Deming will have it back, needing to answer with Lovington trying to run away and hide in this one. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Hand it off and nothing doing. Not a lot of room in there for Olguin. Lovington in on the stop. Freddie Moncayo on the stop there. Also looks like Elijah Gonzalez. It'll be a pickup of 2 for Olguin, who's had some tough sledding. And it is second down and 8. Lovington now up by 17 points. 7:50 remaining first half. Both teams still with all 3 timeouts. Send trips to the left once again. Single receiver to the right. Keep an eye on the right side. That is Ramirez, the favorite target. Lovington shows blitz. Fake the handoff. Under pressure. Throwing it. Allison complete across the 20. Out to about the 22, 23-yard line. Gets that one into the slot to Villegas. So that'll be a pickup. Call it a 5 to Villegas. And so now it'll be third down and 3 for Deming. So third and 3 now for the Deming version of the Wildcats. 7 minutes to go. Lovington's defense, except for the one big play, has done very well here in the first half. Allison waits on the snap. Back to pass, throws it. Comes near side Ramirez, and that one batted away. Guess who? Elijah Rivero. Got a touchdown earlier and then swats that one away from Ramirez. And so now it'll be fourth down and 3 for Deming, and they will send the punt team on. As Lovington going to look for a returnable ball here. So Rivero back deep to receive. They're going to send Jude Madrid in with him. So Madrid and Rivero back deep to receive, both just inside Lovington territory. Allison picks it up off the turf, kicks it over, goes Madrid's way. You might want to think about that. If Madrid gets some room, he'll go. Gets away from 1, cuts it back, doesn't get away from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, probably 10 Deming Wildcats in on that. Jesse Marufo leading the way, but it'll be first down and 10 for Lovington. So the Wildcats will have it. They'll spot them at their own 45-yard line. Again, I'm TJ Miracle flying solo tonight, so any oopsies on the scorebug or the video, in addition to the call, all mine tonight. Dawn Morgan on assignment. Lovington going to send a single receiver down wide to the left. Gutierrez from the shotgun, split backs in the backfield. Hands it off. That is to guess who? Mendeville. Little shake and bake as he crosses into Deming territory. It'll be a pickup of 7 for Jonathan. So Munoz on the tackle. Second down and 3 for Lovington. Cats already up by a score of 23-6. Trying to add to it. The exception of one little oopsie on defense and an oopsie series on offense. It's been a very complete game so far for Lovington. Hand it off, coming to the near side and just putting the shoulders down and banging forward. Plenty for the first down. And so the first down for the Wildcats. You pick up a 5. Fourth first down for Lovington. The scorebug still hates me. That's my fault tonight, too. Split backs in the backfield this time for the Wildcats. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Hand it off. Ortiz sweeps it to the right side. Got a little room. Puts his shoulders down as he crosses the 45. down to about the 40, make it the 38-yard line. So he's going to pick up, we'll call it 7 for Ortiz. Second and about 3 for the Wildcats. Ortiz, 3 carries tonight for, well, if I could do math. Let's see, that's 67, so that is 73. And 7 is 80 yards. There we go. 80 yards on 3 carries. You'll take that if you're Lovington. Now they're going to bunch everybody in tight. Pitch it to the near side. Ortiz looking for some room to run. Takes it up the seam, and he will cross the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Brought down by Hiram Nieto. Needs 3, gets 4, and move the chains. First down, Lovington. 5th first down for the Wildcats. Doing the damage. 5 minutes to go, first half. They'd like to punch another one in here if they could. Of course, you got Caleb Aranda, a very strong leg. And the wind is at his back here in the second quarter. A little bit of confusion. Now they're going to swing and gate over to the right side, and flags fly. And they're going to say false start on Lovington. So that'll be the 5th penalty, 40 yards on the Wildcats. It was a false start that kind of started the oopsies late in the first quarter and into the second quarter where Lovington had to punt. Don't want to see that happen here, so they'll move the ball back. Spotted at the 39-yard line, still in Deming territory. 4:39 remaining here in the first half. Lovington up by 17, but you're not real comfortable with that. They'll split Madrid out wide to the right. Now they'll move everybody over. Stack them up tight on the right side. Waiting on it, hand it off. Ortiz goes right, gets away from 1, gets away from 2, spin move, but can't get away from the shoestring. He'll cross the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Ortiz. So second down and 10 for Lovington. You know, it's easier if I just do this. So second and 10 for the Wildcats. Shoestring tackle by Lobato. Probably a touchdown saver there. Twins right, single receiver to the left, split backs in the backfield. Put a man in motion right to left. That's Rivero. Rolling to the right side. That is Gutierrez. He's got some room, and we've got a flag on the play. Touchdown Lovington, but it is coming back with a block down as popping up and pointing towards Lovington is Munoz. Where's the unsportsmanlike penalty here? I think they're going to call a block in the back on Lovington. Of course, the white cap points away from us, but pretty much bet on it. Right play call, and we'll have face mask. Yep, holding on Lovington. Not an illegal block, but a hold. 6 penalties, 50 yards. It is from the spot. So we'll replay second down, pretty much, because it happened right about the first down yard marker. So move it back at the 29-yard line. Oh, we'll replay second down. Actually winds up being a 5-yard gain on the play. Second and 5 for the Wildcats. Whistle sound. So the Wildcats will take the timeout. They want to talk about it. Oh, on a second down and 5, Lovington in control of this one and moving again. 23-6 our score. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oilfield community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Second down and 5 after the Lovington timeout to talk about a few things. Split backs in the backfield this time, once again with Gutierrez. Twins to the right, single receiver, bad snap. Gutierrez just going to have to scoop it, take it himself, trying to turn something into it, and he is not going to. He is going to get sacked on the far side, and he's going to lose 5 yards on the sack, so that one didn't go as planned. And so Chacon will get the sack. So it'll be 3rd down and 10, first sack of the night. And so now 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Again, it has been their own doing. Bad snaps, penalties at bad times that have kept this game from being more than a 17-point Lovington lead. But now 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Now they're going to split a man out wide to the left on the sprint. Mendeville, he'll come to the left side. Gutierrez by himself, waits for it, fires, wants it all over the middle, and overthrows his intended target as he was trying to get Justin Allen down the seam. So Allen incomplete. Of course, Allen starting the season as the quarterback, and it'll be 4th down and 10. Only one target tonight on Elijah Rivetto. Of course, they've got him double and triple covered most of the time. And Lovington going to elect for the field goal unit to come out. This will be a long one. The ball's at the 35-yard line, so that'd be 45. That's going to be a 51-yard attempt for Caleb Aranda. He's got the leg, but he is going to have to hit it good. So the 51-yard attempt for Caleb Aranda. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and it's on line, but it is going to be good! It sneaks through just over the bar, 51 yards! Caleb Aranda from 51 yards out bangs it home, put 3 on the board for the Wildcats. I knew he had the leg, but I didn't know he got enough of that one, but he did. 51 yards, Caleb Aranda bangs it home, and Lovington will go up by a score of 26-6. Whew, Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
A 51-yard field goal. Yes, you heard me right. 51 yards for Caleb Aranda. It sneaks over the crossbar. I thought it was going to be about a yard short, but it just snuck over and is good. I'm not sure that's a school record, but it probably should be. So 51 yards, and Lovington now up in this one by a score of 26-6. I'm TJ Miracle. Welcome back to far southern New Mexico here in Luna County in Deming. So Caleb, his leg's got to be tired after that one, but he will boot it away towards the south end zone. And it's a high end-over-ender, and that one, I said he was tired. I don't think he was tired. I think now he's got the juices flowing. That one will go through the end zone and bring it out to the 20-yard line, and that's where Deming will have it. 1st down and 10. So Lovington now up by 20 points in the ball game. 2 2-point conversions and now a field goal equal a touchdown. That's what you want to see. So now the Wildcats up by 20 points. 2:22 to go here in the first half. Lovington still with 2 timeouts. Deming still with all 3. It will be Deming football to start the second half. Of course, Don Morgan on assignment tonight. So we will not have a Bob Thriftway coaches conversation, but we are always thankful and grateful to Coach Bailey for agreeing to talk to Don both before halftime and then after the games. And, of course, Bob Thriftway, your local hometown grocery store, the Jamison family, great supporters of the Wildcat and Lady Cat sports programs and all the programs in Lovington. So now Deming trying to dig out of a 20-point hole. Going to send Twins to the left, Twins to the right, and somebody's up and mad over there is throwing his hands as Fabian Gutierrez And Deming's going to have to take the timeout as they didn't have the right guys on the field. So Deming takes the timeout. So we'll take it with them. 2:22 to go here in the first half. Lovington 26, Deming 6. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Out of the Deming timeout, back here, Lovington Wildcat football, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Deming will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. A 51-yard field goal. Good grief. That's what you want to see, especially when it's ours. So send a man well in motion. Allison fakes the handoff pressure, and he's just going to throw that one incomplete. Good pressure coming in for the Wildcats from Leyva, and also in applying the pressure. Of course, that was Elijah Gonzalez, number 79. So incomplete. And I just heard from Coach Kurt Murad, and that is the Lovington field goal record. Thank you, Coach. Of course, Coach Murad, the athletic director. School record was 49, and now it is 51. So a new school record tonight set by Caleb Aranda. 2nd down and 10 for Deming as Allison rolls to the right side. Nothing doing. He's going to get a little bit of yardage out there, but Lovington going to swarm and gang tackle. Let's see what they gave him. Lovington, pretty much everybody on it, and timeout taken. So Lovington will take the timeout. It'll be a 3-yard gain there for Allison. So with the sacks that Lovington's gotten on him, he is now at negative, that is 8 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for Deming. We'll just keep it right here. Say a big thank you to our friends at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Municipal Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Battle Energy, the Gandy Corp., and Double R Pipe and Supply, making Wildcat football possible here on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. So Caleb Aranda confirmed by Athletic Director Kurt Murad. Thanks, Coach. 51 yards, the new school record for longest field goal. So on 3rd down and about 7, back to pass. Pressure comes. Allison going to be sacked. He is down back at the 10-yard line. Big boom put on as coming through Peyton Atwood, actually Alex Rivera, and they say he coughed the ball up. I don't think they're going to give him that one, but it'll be an 11-yard sack. That is the 3rd sack of the night for the Wildcats, and it'll be 4th down and a long way to go, and Lovington will take their 3rd and final timeout. They want to go into the hurry-up offense. We'll just keep it right here. Of course, don't forget, coming up at halftime, your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. A lot to talk about. A lot has happened in this one, including a new school field goal record. And some things Lovington going to want to work on, though. We'll talk about that in the Napa Know-How keys to the second half. Of course, Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight. Dawn, wish you could have come up, but just not to be tonight. Definitely miss you. No, Coach Bailey will, too. But Bob's Thriftway, coach's conversation. Of course, from our friends at Bob's Thriftway. Again, thanks to Coach Bailey for allowing us to do that each and every halftime and postgame. So it'll be punt time as Allison will be set up in his own end zone. The Wildcats will come in. Bad snap. Almost got it, but somehow Allison scoops it off the turf, picks it up, takes a big Deming bounce all the way out past the 45, and will die in the tall grass at the 47-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Lovington. From the Deming 47-yard line, 1st down and 10, they will have an opportunity. And we've got a flag. Of course we do. So let's see what they're going to – it'll be on us. Of course it will be. And it'll be holding on Lovington. Well, I hadn't seen defensive holding in probably 7 years, and now we've seen it twice in 2 weeks. And now Coach Perales is arguing that depending on when it happened, that it should be an automatic first down for his team. Yeah, Coach, if you get that one, I'd like to hire you to run a law firm in Santa Fe. So defensive holding on Lovington, and they point towards Deming. Are they going to get – they're giving the football back to Deming. How does that work? On 4th down and 20-something, it's a 10-yard penalty. At the most, it should be 4th down and about probably, we'll call it 4th and about 12, and a re-kick. And Mayan Bustillos also getting partial credit for the sack. They are going to give Deming the football back. And Coach Bailey is arguing, and I'm with him. That was post-kick. And so they're going to give Deming the football back. Lovington's out of timeouts. And that should be, yeah, he's questioning that, and I think that's the right call. You see defensive holding, like I said, so rarely. I think I'd seen it maybe one time in the last 7 years, and I've seen it twice now in the last 2 weeks. So they can't give them the ball from there. It was post kick, so it would not be Deming football. The most they could argue would that it would be a re-kick from 10 yards from the previous spot, which would make it 4th down and about 12. And then Deming would have the option of going forward or re-kicking, or depending on when it happened, they could mark it from 10 yards from the end of the play since it was post-kick, which would put Lovington back around their own 43-yard line. Again, I'm not sure on the interpretation on this, and I don't think Coach Bailey is either, but there is no way in heck other than it being 4th down that it can still be Deming's ball. If it's Deming's ball, it's 4th and should be about 12. I don't understand this call at all. Not one bit, not at all. And the side judge is telling Coach Bailey just to suck it up. Now Coach Fort's over there. He's arguing. Coach Jaime Quinones, he's barking a little bit, and I think that is the right call to bark. It shouldn't be Deming's football. And if it is Deming's football, it's 4th down and something. It's not a new set of downs. It's not an automatic first down. There is no way. If it happens post-kick, it can be, unless they're claiming that it's post-kick, well, if it's post-kick, it's Lovington's ball because Deming has given up possession. So we're trying to sort this one out. If you've got any officials out there, could you please text me and tell me how there's any way in the world it could be Deming football 1st down and 10 on a defensive holding after the kick? And now they're going to say an official timeout. Yeah, they want to talk about this, and I think that is the correct call. Yeah. If in some universe it is still Deming's football, it's going to be 4th down and something. And like I said, I don't know what has, and if we've got any officials, we've got one on staff. Ty, if you happen to be watching tonight, what's the call on this? And now Lovington's offense going to go back out. So it will be Lovington football, but I think they're going to march the 10-yard penalty off. And now Coach Perales is going to come out, and he's going to argue with the white cap. Again, Coach, you won the other one. If you win this one, yeah, they're saying it's from the end, so it'll be 10 yards from the end of the play, Lovington football. Okay, it takes them a while, but they get it right. 7 penalties, 60 yards on the Wildcats, but it'll be Lovington football with 1:48 to go in the half, and they will take them back and spot them at the Deming 45-yard line. All right, took them a while, but they got it right. So it'll be Lovington offense, first down and 10. Yeah, that made no sense, what they almost got away with. Single back in the backfield. Mendeville send a man in motion. Waiting on the snap, and Gutierrez will keep it himself. Comes around the near side, looking, crosses the 50, tries to get to the sideline, still on his feet, and he will fight his way out. Across the 45, it'll be a pickup of 14 for Jaden Gutierrez. Move the chains, first down Lovington. And more importantly, he gets out of bounds, which stops the clock. With 1:39 to go, Lovington wants another score before half, and I don't blame them. Well, first and 10, they'll spot him at the 44 in Deming territory. Wildcats on the march. Twins left, Twins to the right. Mendeville in the backfield with Gutierrez. Jaden waits on it from the near hash mark. Calls for it, gets it. Three-step drop. Pump fake left. Now he rolls right. Looking, pressured by Chacon. Fires, jump ball, and Lovington comes down with it, but is it complete? Deming saying incomplete, and yep, they're going to say complete that pass. Move the chains, first down Lovington, all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Vasquez with his first catch of the night. Give him 22 yards and the Lovington first down. 40 yards through the air on 3 of 5 for Gutierrez. So Lovington at the 20-yard line, make it the 25 on the completion. Mendeville the deep back. Twins left, Twins to the right. Good snap. Jaden with it and hands it to Mendeville, but shooting through the gap, nowhere for Mendeville to go, as it looked like Castillo and Chacon knew what the call was going to be immediately right there. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, as they just came through and shot the gap. Didn't even get potentially blocked, and now flags fly as somebody from Deming jumped. Unless they say they were drawn, and that's a potential call, because we've had everything else. Nope, it'll be offsides on Deming. Deming, 3 penalties tonight for 25 yards. And so it'll be second down and 7 for the Wildcats. Twins left, Twins to the right. Deming shows blitz. Gutierrez going to change the play at the line. 1 minute remaining. Gutierrez changing the play. Looks left, throws left, has a man and overthrows Rivero. And a leaping Mendeville almost comes down with it. Pardon me, that wasn't Mendeville. That was Paul Sanchez. So it'll be incomplete. And we'll bring up a third down and 7. And we got a scuffle back on the line. Don't do it. Don't do it. As bravely jumping in there, Justin Allen. Between a couple of the big boys up front. Did they put laundry on the field, or they're just going to say play on? They're going to say play on. So third down and 7 for the Wildcats. So Lovington 3rd and 7, 52 seconds to go. They lead by 20. They'd like to get it up more. Trips left, Twins to the right. Empty backfield for Jaden. Gutierrez changing the play. Tried to get him to jump. They did not. They'll move out into coverage. Going deep. Good snap. Jaden with it. Looks left, throws left, back corner of the end zone. Sanchez puts 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Paul Sanchez by himself takes it from 24 yards out, and the Wildcats are rolling. Paul Sanchez, the 24-yard touchdown for Lovington. Then out 32-6. Is Lovington going to attempt another 2-pointer? Nope, they've got Caleb on to kick the extra point. So, everybody moving around up front. I think we're going to have false start on Lovington. As the white cap. Waiting on the signal. Yep, false start on the Wildcats. Probably too many penalties in the first half, but it is what it is. Couple of them they haven't deserved. I will I will say that. Of course, I will be accused of being biased, which I am. So after the guy hits a 51-yarder, this is not going to be any big deal at all. The equivalent of a 20-yard field goal. Bad snap, and that one is going to be blocked. So, all right, that one just didn't work out quite like you had it planned. But with 44 seconds remaining here in the first half, it's Lovington 32 and Deming 6. Wildcat football back in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
A 24-yard touchdown strike, Jaden Gutierrez to Paul Sanchez. The point after is no good, but Lovington still comfortably in command of this one, 32-6 the score. Welcome back to Deming. I'm TJ Miracle. 44 seconds to go in a explosive first half. Thought we might get a track meet here, but Lovington's defense has settled in. Caleb will come up on it, a high end-over-ender. That one is going to be fielded back at the 5. It out to the 10, out across the 15, out to about the 17, as Lovington putting the big boom down on Anthony Munoz, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Deming. It'll be interesting to see what Deming decides they want to do here. They've still got a couple of timeouts to play with. They will have the ball to start the second half. Of course, Lovington up in this one by 26. So 1st down and 10 for Max Allison. Ricky Olguin will be the deep back in with him. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Lovington with 3 men across the front. Hand it off and nowhere to go as slamming him down and putting him down. The initial contact made by Herrera. And just tossing that one over. Contreras getting the tackle, and it'll be a loss of 1. Nowhere for Olguin to go on that one. And I've got to think Deming's probably just going to want to run the clock out here. Of course, with no electronic play clock, can't tell the difference, but it's got to be about 10 seconds difference, play clock, game clock. Deming just going to stand out there, and they're going to run this one up to the very end, 4-3-2-1, and that will do it on the first half of play as Lovington leads in this one by a score of 32-6. Stand by, your Lovington Wildcat Napa Know-How halftime show coming up. Wildcat football continues in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington,
B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
And welcome to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Napa. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And that's exactly what the Lovington Wildcats did in the first half. They lead this one by a score of 32-6. Over the other team of Wildcats in the district. That would be the Deming Wildcats. Taking a look at the numbers in the first half of this one, Deming quarterback Mac Allison goes 5 of 14 for 81 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. That touchdown, though, was a biggie, 51 yards from Allison to Yohan Ramirez. Ramirez with 2 catches, 58 yards, including the only touchdown for the Maroon and Navy Cats. So 2 catches, 58 yards, including the touchdown. Munoz with a catch and Villegas with a catch. Actually, Munoz with 2 catches. Sorry about that, for 18 yards. Villegas with a catch for 5 yards. On the ground, it has been rough sledding. The Lovington defense has done a nice job containing the run. Leading rusher is Ricky Olguin. He's got 5 carries for 3 yards. Max Allison, 7 carries, negative 19 yards. Of course, that's a little bit skewed because he was sacked 3 times. One of them not his fault. A 16-yard loss that got snapped over his head, and he just had to go eat it. Chacon with a carry for 6 yards. So if you're keeping up at home, 81 through the air, minus 10 on the ground means 71 yards total offense for Deming in the first half. They were whistled 3 times for 25 yards. They got 6 points in the first, nothing in the second. They did have, that's how they get to their 6th. They did have 4 first downs on the board after Allison started out 4 of 5. And for 76 yards, after that, Lovington has pretty much shut him down from there. Deming did turn the ball over one time in that first half. For your Lovington Wildcats, Jaden Gutierrez, 4 for 7, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Those touchdowns, the first one of the game, a 14-yarder to Elijah Rivero, so he increases his school touchdown lead. The other touchdown coming late in the first half to Paul Sanchez. Harder to him. Vasquez also has a catch for 22 yards, which kept the drive alive, and Jude Madrid had a catch for 4 yards. On the ground, Aiden Ortiz has had a whale of a night. 5 carries, 89 yards for the freshman. He leads the way. Been rough sledding for Jonathan Mendeville, 9 carries, 23 yards, but one of those carries was a 2-yard touchdown. Jaden Gutierrez also carrying the ball 7 times, 75 yards. He was sacked 1 time for a loss of 5 in that first half. The interception coming via Giovanni Contreras, and it set up a Lovington touchdown. And then the Wildcats getting a new school record from Caleb Aranda, 51 yards for Caleb Aranda as it squeaks over the crossbar to set that new school record. Lovington in the first half was whistled 8 times for 65 yards. They did have 7 first downs, a turnover on an onside kick. Got 15 points in the first and 17 in the second. That's how they get to their 32 points in this one. So we will take a timeout, come back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half. We'll be back with more Lovington Wildcat football in your Lovington Auto Supply halftime report here on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
And welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know How halftime show. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan on assignment tonight. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. And thanks to Braden Cooper, oftentimes spotting and, well, still spotting for me a little bit tonight through the video. Thanks, Braden. Definitely appreciate that. So your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know How keys to the second half. What are the Cats going to have to do to maintain and even grow, hopefully, this 32-6 lead? Well, let's start out on the offensive side of the ball. Well, that one's a pretty easy one. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to have to clean up the penalties just a little bit. 8 penalties, 65 yards, way too many in the first half, and that will cost you against, I don't want to say against a better team, but a team that's executing better than Deming might be tonight. So do what you do. Clean up the penalties. That's going to be key for the Wildcats here in the second half. And not sure where Elijah Rivero's been. He's been on the field, but he's been double and triple teamed for much of the night. So we'll have to see what other receivers might possibly step up. Now moving the page to the defensive side of the ball. Well, that's a pretty much just keep doing what you've been doing kind of thing, too. They gave up the one big play, the explosive play, if you will, on the, fourth play of the ball game, that 51-yard touchdown from Allison to Ramirez. But other than that, they've done a pretty good job. Now, the last couple weeks, there've been some times where they have lost some receivers, but you cannot lose receivers, especially number one for a team. So just make sure that you're keeping somebody on the receivers, not letting them run free. Don't rely on your line and your linebackers to get enough pressure to make sure that the quarterback throws it offline or something. So just keep doing what you're doing, but make sure you don't give up any of the big plays. And then special teams, well, again, that's another case of do what you do. They've kind of been prone, not just this year, but the last 5-6 years to giving up some big plays on special teams. You don't want to do that. Especially having to kick off at the start of the third quarter. You do not want to hand any potential momentum back to Deming in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, after the turnover, the onside kick that in and out of the hands of Vasquez, not really his fault on this turf. It takes kind of a funny bounce. He went down to field it, and was expecting it to move like it does off the artificial turf, but this is a natural surface here in Deming, so things move a little different. So not entirely his fault there. No, not laying blame. Just mentioning he was the one who touched it, but that was the way that worked. But yeah, just don't give up any big plays. Just get your coverage. Just do your job, and everything should be okay. A 32-6 score. Not going to be too disappointed about a 26-point lead at halftime. You might be thinking, gosh, it could be more. But really, I mean, when you look at a turnover and 8 penalties, and a field goal instead of a touchdown, and there's nothing wrong with field goal, especially when it's a new school record. All in all, I think if you're Coach Bailey and the Wildcat coaching staff, you're going to be pretty happy overall with that first half of play. You got the lead, and you've got a chance to go into next week pretty much guaranteeing yourself a home game. And if you win next week, if you win tonight, well, we'll talk about that here in just a second. But, yeah, you win tonight. That's what you got to worry about first. So, Lovington, now we'll talk about the playoffs. Because of the way everything works, obviously the first 4 seeds, they take 12 teams into the playoffs in Class 5A. Lovington right now is 3rd in the Max Preps rankings, and I think they're 3rd in the coaches poll too. So that's good because they give the first 4 teams in the rankings a bye in the first round, and then they have a second round home game guaranteed. So Lovington would like to keep their hand in the mix for that one and could be as high as the number 3 seed. Of course, they cannot go any higher than that. Number 1 will almost assuredly be Artesia. Number 2, almost assuredly going to be Roswell High. And I think Lovington would prefer to be on the side of the bracket that has Roswell High, because then you would play them in the semifinals and then hopefully play an Artesia in the finals. So you want the home game no matter what. Lovington wants to continue to be in the running for that not only home game but the bye. So finish taking care of business tonight and then get ready to play Santa Teresa next weekend. Now, I know there is a couple of teams up north. They're going to be rooting for, anything bad to happen to Lovington. That would be Los Alamos, who's currently either 4th or 5th, but they are undefeated. Of course, the northern team's not nearly the gauntlet that the south is, and Albuquerque Highland, I'm sure, also hoping for the Lovington Wildcats to kind of step in it a little bit too, because they're both hoping for home seeds and potentially the winner of I think no matter what happens, I think the winner of that district, be it Highland or Los Alamos, would get the bye in the first round, probably as the 3 or the 4. Not sure they'll be able to help themselves by not giving them the 3, but even though they probably shouldn't, that's the way it works. And yeah, I know there's arguments to be made. Well, Lovington has lost 4 games this season. Yeah, those 4 games are to 2 6A playoff teams, and being Hobbs and Carlsbad, and to the defending state champions when basically your entire team got hurt, or I'm sorry, the defending state runner-up in Artesia when basically the whole team got hurt, and you played the defending state champ Roswell to within an inch of their life in Roswell when you still had some guys hurt and things not going quite your way. So I think the 4 losses, Lovington, not indicative of the season that they've had thus far. At 500 on the year right now at 4-4, trying to go to 5-4, get on the right side of 500, and for sure shore up a home game. If not locking down the bye, which I think if they can take care of things, finish taking care of things tonight, and then next week handling things, they would certainly be in the running for that. So the 2 teams back out onto the field. We will wrap up your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we go back for the second half. Right after this, Wildcat football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football here on Lovington Sports YouTube, Z94KZOR, the Facebook page, and also on HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle flying solo tonight, so all the oopsies on everything, both the camera, the score bug, the statistics, the announcing, it's all on me tonight. Don Morgan on assignment. Don will be I'll definitely be glad to have Don back, hopefully next week against Santa Teresa on Halloween night. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So it'll be Deming football as they try and get back into this one to start off the second half of action. Lovington up by 26 in this one. Our score 32-6 as the Lee County Cats looking to maul the Luna County Cats. Again, when Deming came out in the first quarter and scored on that big 51-yard play, I thought, oh boy, we may be looking at a track meet here tonight, but Lovington has settled in, and so far they have gotten the better of it, winning just about every category tonight with the exception of penalties. So Lovington will be moving from the north to the south here in the second half. Caleb Aranda will tee it up at the 40-yard line, and he will kick it away back deep to receive as Anthony Munoz, who's had a couple of pretty good returns tonight. Well, let's see what Coach Bailey is thinking here in the second half of action. Of course, he told Don last week, and he told me when we visited for just a moment before the game, hey, it's just all about a business trip tonight. So, team so far looks like they traveled pretty well. Of course, the fan base did too. And here we go in the second half as Caleb will move up on it, and he puts the boot into it. It is a line drive that will go all the way through the back of the end zone. And so move Deming out to the 20-yard line. That's where they'll have it first down and 10 to start this third quarter. So with the touchback, back out to it. Let's see what Coach Perales comes up with here in the second half. Deming out there, as they will have Mac Allison at the quarterback. Ricky Olguin is his deep back. Elijah Rivero doing a little more warm-ups on the sideline. Of course, in addition to being a receiver, sometimes running back, sometimes Wildcat quarterback. Also plays cornerback. So Allison from the shotgun, high snap, handles it, throws the screen. And that one in and out is dropped by Lobato. He had a little room. Back, Roberto would give him a little room, but it'll be incomplete. Got to think Lobato may be hearing some footsteps there as the Wildcats did a nice job sliding over Aiden Cervantes. Or pardon me, that's 25, not 35. That's Chris Casadas was sliding over from his safety position to put the big boom on as Mayan Bustillos and also Rivero had changed directions. So now it'll be 2nd down and 10, opening possession of the third quarter. Throwing it to the far side, and that one will be dropped as Yohan Ramirez, normally pretty sure-handed, drops that one. And so it'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Deming Wildcats. It has gotten a little cool here as after the sun's gone down. Of course, what happens when you're out in the desert like this? We know this from our part of the world a little bit too, up on the high plains. It's a little cool at night here in the desert. They were expecting it to get down to 60. I'll look here when I get a minute to see what the temp is as we've started the second half. So 3rd down and 10. Deming playing from 26 down as they've come out firing, but have yet to complete a pass. Allison back to pass, pressured, steps up, gets away from it, takes off, and he goes around, and he will slide down across the 30 to the 31-yard line. So gets 10, make that 11 yards on the keeper for Allison, and he'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st down for Deming. Oh, they're going to say he's just shy of the 30. So a 9-yard gain for him. So 4th down and 1 as he slid just a little bit too soon. And so now it'll be up to Coach Perales to see if he wants to punt it away or if he's going to go for it. Dangerous place to go for it. But it'll be 4th down and 1. He wants to keep it out of Lovington's hands as Allison tosses his towel behind him. I'm not sure that's legal to leave that hanging on the field. Hand it off and hit in the backfield and dropped as they gave it off to Ricky Olguin, but Lovington said, nope, that's all right. We've seen this play before as Herrera knocks him down for a 1-yard loss, and the Fresno State commit points towards Lovington's way. It is a loss of 1 and new set of downs, Wildcat football, and they've got great field position as well. So inside the 30 at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for Lovington. Just a minute gone here in this third quarter. And so Coach Richard Perales rolls the dice, and it comes up snake eyes. Officially no gain on the play. So now Wildcat football. From the shotgun, Gutierrez waits on it. Jaden tries the hard count. Now he's going to look over, change the play at the line. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Got it tied in on the left side, too. Jaden takes it himself. He'll come left, cuts back right. He is going to be hit, and he's going to be popped, and not much room to run as Jesus Oliveira and also Ethan Quintero bring him down. They're going to give him a yard on it, but that'll be it. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. 76 yards on 8 carries for Jaden Gutierrez. As Mendeville checks out. Get the binoculars up. See if they're going to have anybody in the backfield this time. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. And, yep, they will go ahead and put in Aiden Ortiz in the backfield. He'll line up behind Gutierrez. They'll pitch it to Ortiz. Coming left side, gets a block. He'll turn it up. He's got some room to the 15, to the sideline. 10-5, put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. 28 yards on the left side pitch. Aiden Ortiz has his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Wildcats roll 38-6. That will put the freshman over the century mark, 117 on just 6 carries. Wow. That's a whale of a night. So now the point after to come. Just 2 minutes have expired here in the third. The Lovington trying to go up by 33 points here. They're up by 32 now. Low snap, but it is handled, and Rivero holds, and booting it through is, of course, Caleb Aranda, and it is good. And so just underway here in the third quarter, Lovington 39, Deming 6. Wildcat football back in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we have hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Aiden Ortiz takes it 28 yards to the house. The point after is good, and Lovington in control, 39-6 on the kickoff. Trying to bring it back out, and will bring it back out. Trying to look for some room is Chacon, and he gets hit and hit hard on the sideline, back of the 15-yard line. Pardon me, that's not Chacon, that's Jesse Marufo. Good job on the coverage team again by Lovington. Aiden Nunez in on that stop. Also, Mayan Bustillos. So Deming with a long way to go. They'll mark him at the 16-yard line. That's where the Luna County Cats will take over. 1st and 10 from the 16. 9:55 to go. Lovington would love nothing more than to force a 3-and-out here, then pop another one in, get to running clock time. Go ahead and start the long drive back to Lee County as early as possible. Of course, next week game, a 6 o'clock or 2, just pointing that out. Max Allison hands it off, and not much doing there for the running back as well. And, yep, they're going to get a continuation. Lovington not liking it, but they're going to get the continuation on Alex Rivera. Lovington not liking it. Rivera, the Fresno State commit, going to get 15 yards and personal foul on Lovington. So it'll be no gain on the play. Let me get that on the right place. Is Lovington not liking it? And that'll be the 9th penalty on Lovington for 80 yards. And it'll be an automatic first down for Deming. That'll be their 5th first down of the night. It'll bring them out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10 from Deming. Some of their 5 first downs, actually 3 of them have come via Lovington penalties. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Allison back, and he's going to be hit, and no question about that as Alex Rivera comes through. And along with Jaden Garcia, Rivera and Garcia get the 4th sack of the night on Max Allison, and he's going to lose 5 on that sack. 4th sack of the night, and it'll be 2nd down and 15 as the Wildcat D says, all right, you're going to clock us for 15. We'll just knock you down for 5 and move you backwards. They actually knocked him back, let's see, that's about 8, so an 8-yard sack on that one. That'll be 2nd down and 18. Allison with it, throws. Gets a man in the flat, has some room. He's got some room up the far side. He's the 45 to the 40 to the 30. Foot race. He's going to win it 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown for the Deming Wildcats as they answer, as that is Yohan Ramirez, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and it will go 77 yards to the house. Talked about not giving up the big play. Well, that's just what happened right there. And just like that, Deming climbs back into it. 77 yards. 158 through the air to Max Allison. Max Allison. Can't read my own handwriting all of a sudden. That's 5, 13, 7, 6, yeah. 135 yards on 3 catches for Yohan Ramirez. as Deming will come out and try and go for two to get the one they lost back. Oh, Allison from the shotgun waits on it. Back to pass, looks right, pressured, throws across the middle, knocked down in the middle. Good job there by Bustillos in the center to knock it down. And so the point after is no good. So with 8:38 to go here in the third quarter, Lovington 39, Deming 12. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
77 yards, another explosive play. Yohan Rodriguez takes the pass from Max Allison, breaks one tackle, and then goes to the house. But nobody back in the secondary could get to him. So it'll be another little short kick into no man's land as that one will go out of bounds. So Lovington can elect to have them re-kick it, or they can take it on the 40. And I think that's probably what they'll do. They'll go ahead and take it. I think they can elect to take it where it went out. It went out about the 40. It may mark it at 35. And I think that's what Coach Bailey is going to elect to do, and indeed it is, as the offense goes out. While we were at break, Coach Pecos Fort and his line having a pretty good discussion down there. He was happy about a couple of things, but not happy about a couple others. So it will be Lovington football at the 40-yard line. I thought that's where they were going to mark that. Hey, I get it right once in a while. I know, probably not as often as any of us would like me to, but I try. So it'll be twins to the left, single receiver to the right, split backs in the backfield with Gutierrez. Jaden, he will do the option pitch, but that didn't work too good. Yeah, take that one out. It'll be a loss of one on the play over there from Mendeville. Mendeville loses a yard on it, so it'll be second down and 11 for Lovington. Still comfortably in the lead, 39-12, a 27-point lead with 8:15 to go in the third. Mendeville going to check out. Ball now at the 39-yard line. Wildcats inside their own territory, second possession of the half. Receiver twins to the left, single receiver to the right, split backs in the backfield again, and Gutierrez, nope. They're going to say Lovington jumped. Yep, of course they did. So 10th penalty on the Wildcats tonight for 85 yards. And it is second down and 16. Again, you cannot continue to shoot yourself in the foot. A couple times Lovington has emptied the cylinder and then reloaded. Maybe that will be enough of that. Coming in, bringing the play in, will be Chase Terrell. As Gutierrez looks over, gets some final instruction. So now on a second down and 16. Lovington football, under 8 to go, third quarter. Comfortably in the lead here, but they'd like to stretch it out some more. Send a man in motion from the right to the left, and they'll throw the little screen to Ortiz, trying to get him outside. He gets a good block. He's across the 35 to the 40, 45 to the 50, tippy toe on the sideline, and gets across the 50 into Deming territory before finally knocked out of bounds by Hiram Nieto. And let's see where they're going to put him. They're going to put him at the 48-yard line. Move the chains. First down, Wildcats. On the little screen pass, it will be, let's see, that was 30, 20, so 21 yards to Ortiz, and move the chains. First down, Lovington. And thank you for giving me time to catch up on my paperwork. So 1st and 10 for Lovington in Deming territory. Twins left, Twins to the right. Waiting on it. Gutierrez keeps it himself, sweeps around to the left, is run out of bounds, tackled out of bounds, ridden out of bounds. Why do we not have a continuation flag? I don't know, but it's still a pickup. We'll see where they say he stepped out. Well, let's see. They're going to give Jaden, we'll call it 6 on the play. So that gets him 82 yards on the evening. So 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats inside Deming territory. 7:40 remaining here in the third. Twins left, single receiver to the right is Allen. Nope, Twins to the left. Back to pass, throwing it underneath, complete to Sanchez. He'll have the first down as he is across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9 to Sanchez, his second catch of the night. 33 yards for him and move the chains. First down, Lovington. Come on. I know, I'm griping at computers and technology here. So 1st and 10 for Lovington from the Deming 33-yard line. Wildcats split Twins to the right, Twins to the left. As Gutierrez tries to get them to jump, they're not going to bite on it. New back in the ball game, Fidencio Lujan back to pass. Throwing, wanting it all. Sanchez open, grabbed into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Paul Sanchez has his second TD catch of the night. 3rd touchdown from Jaden Gutierrez, and Lovington answers immediately back. 45 on the board, and the point after to come. The 33-yard catch, Paul Sanchez. Excuse me, that's that's Paul. Patrick's his brother, but Paul, the one out there. So the point after to come. 45-12, the score. Lovington comfortably in the lead. And Caleb gets the point after up, and it is good. So with 6:47 remaining here in the third quarter, Lovington 46, Deming 12. Wildcat football back in a moment.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
33 yards from Jaden Gutierrez, his 3rd touchdown of the night, to Paul Sanchez, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Wildcats get the point after from Caleb Aranda, now up by 34 points. 46-12 is the score. Welcome back. I'm TJ Miracle as Aranda prepares to kick it away. You got to think, we haven't seen Elijah Rivero out there on offense tonight. He has played quite a bit of defense. And he was the first one over to Sanchez as he came off and said, good job, man, as they try the little fake. And around is Munoz, and not much doing, and he is knocked down. He ain't going to get out to about the 20-yard line on the far side. And we do have a flag. Let's see, we're going to get defensive holding again. So waiting on the call. A lot of flags tonight. If it's on Lovington, it'll be their 11th flag of the night. Deming has not been flagged very much. They've played a fairly clean game. And we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct on Deming. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal. I've got to think Deming's probably getting a little bit frustrated out there. I think they came in with high hopes, and They've punched it out, not literally, but played right with Lovington early, but then the Wildcats stretched it out. So that's going to wind up 15-yard penalty, half the distance. So it'll wind up being a 10-yard penalty for Deming, their fourth penalty of the night for 35 yards, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from around their own 10-yard line. They're going to go ahead and mark all 15 of those off. So that'll move them all the way back to the 5-yard line. So Deming with a long way to go here, 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. So a 95-yard field to work with. Lovington puts 3 men across the front. Allison with Olguin in the backfield. They hand it to Olguin, and he'll take it to the right side. Has some room, gets some blocks, and drags a couple of Wildcats with him. And he's going to be all the way up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. 11 yards for Ricky Olguin. That'll be by far his longest run of the night, and it'll be a 1st down for Deming. 11 yards there for Olguin. 6:23 remaining here in the quarter. Lovington with some of the backups in the ball game. I get some of the younger players some time here. 34-point lead. I'd like to see it get to 35 before you do this, but all right. On the cornerback blitz, Allison letting it fly down the left side. Rodriguez goes for it, and yep, pass interference on Lovington. I thought that it was clean. I thought that maybe, just maybe, that Nunez got there at the same time, but yep, they're going to call pass interference on Lovington. So it'll be a 15-yarder on Lovington. 100 penalty yards tonight on the Wildcats, and it'll be a 1st down for Deming on another Wildcat penalty, but we've got a Lovington Wildcat player down in the backfield. Yeah, hate to see that in a blowout game. Clock stopped. Hopefully it's just a cramp out there. Of course, if you're running and you take a cut and you're used to things the way they are on the artificial turf, sometimes the grass doesn't move quite like what you're used to. And like I said, it's been at least 2 years since we played on a natural grass surface. And normally natural grass, by the way, is considered to be safer than the field turf. And I think maybe we've just got a little bit of a cramp out there. Is up and walking that one off. Daniel Esparza. Then Esparza up and walking it off, but you've got a 15-yard pass interference penalty, which will move the ball out to the 35-yard line. Deming was so far back, though, a couple of penalties have just moved him out to the 35. So from the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for Deming. Clock restarts right at the halfway mark of the third quarter. 6 minutes exactly remaining. Twins left, Twins to the right. Allison handing it off. Little hesitation move, but nothing doing for Olguin, who just keeps fighting, keeps pushing. As big 79 in there, Elijah Gonzalez on the stop. It'll be a pickup of 1 for Olguin. Good job inside by the Wildcats. 2nd down and 9 for Deming. From their own 36-yard line, 5.5 remaining. As Allison will bring the play in from the sideline. They'll bring Chacon in as his running back this time. So Chacon, the running back, and he's like a sled back. He is a strong young man. He drug 4 or 5 Wildcats back in the first quarter, 5 yards. Fake the handoff to him, come up the seam. And how are you throwing a pass interference on that? That was an uncatchable ball. They're going to throw pass interference on Lovington. Of course they are. Uncatchable ball. And I think if I was coach, I would be telling them, guys, uncatchable. There was nobody within 10 yards of that ball in either uniform. Well, it's just been one of those games. I haven't agreed with all of these calls, and I don't agree with this one. So, pass interference on Lovington. Shouldn't have been, but all right. Is what it is. So, move them up 15 yards, and they didn't give him 15. They only gave him 10, but all right. So, they're still on their side of the field. 1st down and 10. Another first down via the penalty. 8 first downs, 5 of them coming on Lovington penalties. Well, Lovington hadn't helped themselves here. Though that one far side, complete to Rodriguez, and he'll shake and bake into Lovington territory across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. He needed 10. He got 10, and it'll be a first down. Yohan Rodriguez, 10 yards, 145 yards on just 4 catches. 9 first downs for Deming. Moves them into Lovington territory. And they give him an extra yard. So from the 43-yard line, 4.5 minutes to go here in this one. Will be 4-down territory for Coach Perales. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Good snap. Back to pass. Allison over the middle. Has Rodriguez again down to the 30-yard line. 13 yards. Might keep somebody on him, of course. Then again, if you breathe on him, I think they'll throw a flag on you. So another first down for Deming. 181 yards through the air now for Max Allison. So first and 10, and he'll come near side this time. That one will be complete. Ball is out, and they're going to call They are calling incomplete. They are calling incomplete. That was into the hands of Jordan Milo. He caught it, controlled it, cut up the field, made a football move, had the ball stripped away. That they call incomplete. If you have it, control it, make a football move, then drop it, which is what happened. It's a fumble. But that's not how the men in stripes saw it, I guess. So incomplete. And it'll be second down and 10. Deming driving into Lovington territory. Lovington in control of this one. Allison back to pass. Now steps up, fires off the back foot, goes to Milo over his head. Now, I could have made an argument for that one for pass interference. Nunez had a hand on the shoulder. Didn't push off or anything, but that was more pass interference than a couple of them they've called. Just saying. You're not supposed to make contact in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Well, I guess that one was okay. So incomplete, and it'll be third down and 10. I know, I'm starting to sound like the grumpy old man that I'm becoming. It's been a long couple of days. 3:44 to go in the third. Lovington up by 34. Got a lot of the younger players in. Again, building the depth. I like it. I'd like it better if we were doing this when we were 35 or more up. But a little bit of pressure. Allison across the middle. That one is complete inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. So it'll be to Villegas for 15 yards. The 11th first down of the game. 196 through the air for Allison. And another first down now inside the Lovington red zone. Allison throws it far side to Rodriguez, who is hit and brought down. Nice job on the far side there by Joaquin Vasquez. So Rodriguez on this one and Rivero on that stop, pardon me. That'll be a pickup. Let's see what they're going to give him. Give him 8 yards on the play as they will hand that one off to Olguin. Over 200 now. That is 204. And Olguin gets, we'll call it a yard on that one. And so it's third down and less than a yard to go. As the Deming version of the Wildcats knocking on the door at third down and 1. So the ball is on the turf. They fake the handoff, and Lovington sniffs it out. It's going to be a loss on the play. Nice job there by Peyton Atwood. As falling on that one was Olguin, and he's going to wind up taking the loss. It'll be a 3-yard loss on the botch there. So fourth down and 4. Yeah, it will be go time for the Deming Wildcats with 2:03 remaining here in the third. And a whistle sounds and timeout going to be taken by Deming. So Deming takes the timeout facing a fourth down and 4. We'll just keep it right here for the moment and say a big thank you to the good folks who make Wildcat football possible. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, Z94 KZOR through the Facebook page. because of these folks, we don't have to beg you for donations or charge you to watch your kids and teams play. Unfortunately, too many so-called broadcasters do that. We do not, and we don't even have to consider it or think about it because of our great friends in Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington School, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Battle Energy, the Gandy Corp, and Double R Pipe and Supply. Whenever you need anything out in the oil patch, or whether you're looking for your groceries or your welding services or your auto parts or whatever you need, be sure you support those businesses that support your kids and teams. So on a big 4th down and 4 to go, Lovington D trying to hold once again. As Allison changing the play at the line, sends Rodriguez in motion, back to pass, comes near side, has a man, dropped in the end zone, incomplete. It is incomplete as in and out of the hands of Munoz. It is incomplete. He had it, he dropped it, tried to fall on it. I'm surprised they didn't say that was a completion and a move, as Coach Perales is out screaming that it was. It was not. And so over on downs for the Lovington Wildcats, 1st and 10 for the Lee County Cats. Whew. That's just, I'm surprised. Coach Perales is over arguing that he did control it, and the second you have control in the end zone, play's over, it's a touchdown. But it'll be Lovington football, and they'll spot it at the 10, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. The Lovington version. Twins to the left, twins to the right, empty set in the backfield. Gutierrez with 90 yards to work with. Jaden will just keep it himself. He goes to the right side, and ooh, he gets hit and hit hard after a yard, maybe 2, as Jesse Olvera has played a whale of a game. And, yeah, you don't like to see Jaden take a hit like that, especially not in a game that's pretty much at this point meaningless. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. As Rivero going to check back into the ball game now. First time he's been in on the offensive side of things in the second half. Clock moves, 1:22 to go in the third. We click to 8:30, a very slow-moving game. Of course, when you got all these points on the board, that'll happen. Send Rivero in motion, and flags fly off. They're going to call false start on Lovington. Of course they are. So there's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 penalties, 120 yards. I think we have a helicopter flying over the field. Yes, we do. A life flight helicopter coming over the field. Oh, I would imagine going over towards the Luna County Hospital, which I believe, if I remember my map right, not too far. So it's 2nd down and 14 for the Wildcats after another penalty. And on to the far side, and then cutting it back to the near side. That will be a big run for Rivero on the end around, and he says, nope, you're not going to hit me out of bounds, young man. And the 9 stiff arms the 9, and he sends Jesse Marufo flying from the 5-yard line all the way out to the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard end around for Elijah Rivero, and move the chains. 1st down, Lovington. Elijah Rivero is a big-time competitor. They give him all the way out to the 33-yard line. You know, Lovington racking up the yards, over 200 on the ground. 1st and 10. They're up 46-12, 1:02 to go. Hand it off, Ortiz near side, and he just bangs forward near the 40. Actually, pardon me, that was Mendeville, before he's brought down by JCL Romero. Good run there for Mendeville. That's 6 more yards for Jonathan. 2nd down and 4. Well, he's got 11 carries for 28 yards. That's been a tough 28 for Jonathan tonight. Does have a touchdown. Under 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. From the 39-yard line, 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Twins left, single receiver to the right. High snap, handled, handed off. New running back in the ballgame, going to lose a couple of yards as that goes to Fidencio Lujan. So Lujan going to lose 2 on the first carry he's had tonight. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 as Chacon brings him down. And I've got to think Lovington going to be content just to let the clock run out on this one. They will. 3, 2, 1. And that will do it. On the fourth quarter, Lovington up big, 46-12. Back for the fourth right after this. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back here in Deming for the fourth quarter. Lovington will have it a 3rd down and 6 to go. We'll make it 3rd down and 7. We'll try and be correct here as we start the fourth quarter. All Lovington in this one, though. They're up by 34 points, 46-12 is the score. They score here. They get it over 35, and we get to a running clock situation. Quads to the left side this time. Empty set for Gutierrez. Good snap. Rolls around to the left. Fires. Has a man. Complete out across the 45 and then to the 50 and into Deming territory before he is slammed down. Who caught that one? Rivero did, of course. 36. That's 14. Wow, they gave him shy of the 50, so 14 yards, though, to Rivero. Just his second catch of the night. Both of them for 14. Move the chains. First down, Wildcats. Their 10th first down of the night. You'll like to see that. So that is 181 through the air for Jaden Gutierrez. Jaden been very efficient tonight. 8 of 11 for 181, 3 touchdowns. He'll have single back in the backfield with him, fake the handoff. Jaden looks to pass, and, yeah, he still got it. Everybody bid on it, and, yep, we're going to have a hold, so no matter what Jaden does, it's still coming back. Yeah, Jaden put it in the gut of Lujan, and Lujan took off, and they stacked him up, and Jaden's like, I've got the football. Took him a little while to figure that one out. So it'll be holding Lovington. Of course it will be. I'm running out of penalty boxes on my stat sheets. But it'll be holding on Lovington. So 1st and 20. So I did get my nasty gram last week, so I will not be mentioning too much about what I think about some things like that. So 1st and 20. Back at the 41-yard line. They need to get it to the other 41. From the 40 to the 41, we should say. Now under center, Jaden rolls out. Pressured. Looks. Fires across his body. That one will be complete. Nice job. Setting up. Coming over. Making the grab. And, well, hello. Another new name in the book for me, as that will be to Justin Allen. So Allen needed 20. He gets, do we have another flag on the play? Yep, we've got an injured. So it'll be a 19-yard gain for Allen. And that will get Jaden to exactly 200. So Allen, who part-time quarterback. And they're telling everybody get back and off the field. And, I think we've got a bad one. The training staff heading over to Big Way. They're telling people to get off the field. It is a Deming player down, not a Lovington player. You certainly hate that. So an injury timeout. We'll be back. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight. Let's go, Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-442-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football. An injury timeout here in Deming after a 19-yard gain that went to Justin Allen, a Deming player down, and he is still not up. EMTs are on the field. Our thoughts and prayers with that young man. 10:53 to go, Lovington in command, but That is secondary all at this point to the young man that is down on the field. He is being attended to by EMTs. The school training staff got to him very, very quickly, and then they immediately went and got the ambulance. Now, Luna County Deming EMTs are on site. Of course, we do not show that on any of our video, as the teams now have huddled up at the 50-yard line for a prayer circle. The two Wildcat teams doing that. The Deming coaches that were in the booth with us have also gone down, and they will be attending. So taking a long time. They are putting a backboard up under that player. You certainly hope that that he's all right. His parents are on the field. I'm going to assume that that is the parents that are down there, as well as Coach Perales. Oh, they are moving that young man onto the backboard as the team's up. As Coach Bailey, Coach Perales did have a conversation earlier. You hate to see anything like this happen. Football is secondary or even tertiary in a situation like this. But hats off to the training staff for the home school, getting to him quickly, making sure that, and we still don't know what that young man's number is. We hope that he will be, hopefully he will be all right. I'm sure they'll be transporting him over to the hospital just to check. He is not, he's seeing a little movement, though, on the legs. That is a good thing. Of course, here at One Radio Square, KZOR, we know a little bit about injuries on the football field. Our very own Gary Sevier, of course, longtime Lovington football player. The late Gary Sevier, of course, injured in a football game. We certainly hope that this young man does not have the outcome that Gary did. And we miss Gary every day, but I'm sure even he would tell you he would have preferred to maybe gone a little different, with the radio thing. But our thoughts and prayers are with the Deming player who is down right now and being attended to by EMTs as they prepare to take him over to the hospital. Again, our thoughts and prayers or hopes with them as Lovington going to be brought back in, and they will head over into the south end zone, looks like. They may even go off to the locker room. This game may be over. And, yeah, I think they're going to call this ball game. 46-12 the score, but that's the least of the concern right now. We'll go ahead and take another timeout, and I'll see if I can what's going on as Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back, as I have just been informed by the athletic staff here at the Deming schools that this game will become official. 10:53 to go. Lovington will win this one 46-12. You don't want to win, as we have had a major injury down on the field to a Deming player, and you certainly hope that he's okay. We have not yet received his number, and they've done a nice job of blocking him out. We will not show that, and I will not put that up on the screen. As soon as we realize there was an injury, we do move away. That is our policy. No Allmark Digital, KZOR, we would do that anyway. But the NMAA also encourages that, so that young man is now off the field, and this ball game has been called, and so it will be a win for Lovington, but not one that you want to see. So the Wildcats victorious, and so happy about going to 5-4 on the year. A class act by both teams to get together and pray for that young man to come together, and he is in our thoughts and prayers. So we will not be doing a post-game show. That would seem a bit celebratory and a very somber mood here tonight in Deming. We do not want to celebrate. We want to acknowledge the win for Lovington. We will go to 5-4 on the year and improve now to 3-2 in district. So very important there. But right now, football of secondary concern as this game will be called. So, but Lovington will get the victory tonight. Final 46-12. So a big thank you to all the great folks who make Wildcat football possible. Couldn't do it without Aftermath Hot Oil, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Municipal Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, the First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, the Gandy Corp, Double R Pipe and Supply, and Battle Energy. For Evie Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square for my partner in crime, Don Morgan, on assignment tonight, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Deming. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week at home to wrap up the regular season.